Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Berean. And today I'm going to be kind of giving a little story about a game I'm going to be checking out soon. And this all comes off last night. Kids and I had a blast playing family game night for hours and hours. And today we got up and I said, hey, let's just go to some collectible shops and things like that and have some good time. And of course, in the Metroplex, we always end up in Carrollton because if you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, the best Asian restaurants in the entire Metroplex is in Carrollton, Texas. Fight me on it. Now, so we're over there and we find this little shop and it's really cool. The guys running it are very nice. Ask us questions, help us do, and I'm just talking with one of them while my kids are looking around. And I said, hey, I've been out of gaming for a long time. I'm getting into Switch stuff and things like that. I go, I'm looking for an RPG that's kind of like Halloween themed or just kind of spooky. It's October, and I told him, I was like, I'm going to play Alien Isolation on Halloween and I want something. He's like, oh, you like RPGs? I was like, yeah. I go, yeah, they're great. He goes, I've got one for you. It's older. It might be harder to find, but he's like, I think I can get it for you on Switch, and I'll give you a call back. He's like, I think I can get it for you cheaper than you can find it online. I was like, okay. And it's a game called Vampyr with a Y. And he's like, it's a like London mid early turn of the century kind of the plague, like Jack the Ripper era type stuff, but you're a doctor that turns into a vampire and it's an RPG game. And he goes, it's it's really good, but it's short. I was like, what do you mean short? He goes, like, it's about 7, 8 hours. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I'll take a look at it when I get home. So I did, and I watched the trailer. And I'm going to share this shows with you guys because I didn't know about it, never heard of it, which is no surprise to me, but it's very intriguing. And I just want to share my thoughts with it because I was like, hey, I got a good recommendation, an honest recommendation for someone who does not know me. I just kind of like, is there like an RPG spooky thing that's not like jump horror? And this is what he recommended. So here, let's check this out. This game is 6 years old, but it still looks really good. So let's play the trailer. So if you've not heard of Vampyr, you may find this intriguing.
Overnight, my world has changed. The gnawing hunger inside me. Every night, it must be appeased. The thing I've become. A vampire. A thing to be hunted down like an evil beast. But as a doctor, I know there's worse to come.
So look at that already. You're a doctor that gets turned into a vampire. You're going to be confronted with obviously priests and religious people, religious antagonists, protagonists, depends on your view of the game, antagonists or protagonists, and trying to get rid of the vampires because vampires are evil, and you're trying to navigate. And there's obviously werewolves in this, so I'm kind of like, this is looking really good.
My life has become a waking
I
nightmare.
kind of look like a golem.
I did not choose
Sure.
the thing I've become, but I can choose the lives I now take. Cursed be the choice.
This is intriguing. Like if this was a show, I would be watching it. Like for real. Like this is what? This has such a good story to it. And it's an RPG and it's London, early 1900s. your dog turns into a vampire and you're trying to navigate your life and survive, but not be a gratuitous killer like other vampires. This is a fascinating story to me. And don't get me wrong, I have not read literally anything about this. I literally got home an hour ago and looked up the trailer, just typed in vampire trailer, and watched it a couple times. I found it on Steam, and it's a little more. What the guy said he'd get it for me, it's a little more pricier on Steam, but I could get a physical copy on my Switch. And I'm like, well, I'm always up for a physical copy. I was like, you let me know when you get it. And he's like, I got connections. He's like, I can get you a good copy cheap. I was like, that sounds great. It's like, here's my number. Give me a call. And but this looks like this is what I want in a game. A good story. The gameplay, I'm not sure how it works. Haven't seen any like physical gameplay. I haven't watched any of it. But the story itself has me intrigued. I love vampire movies. Well, the most of them. Either they're really good or really bad. There's really no mediocre vampire movies. They're either one or the other. They're really good, really bad, and anything that's just kind of like this, and it's just, oh, it's a new take, and it's a new perspective, and it looks so good. I'm like, for spooky season, this is gonna be pretty awesome. And this is an old game. And I know I'm bringing this up like it's not new and blah, 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 blah. Well, it's new to me. Until about 4 o'clock this afternoon, I didn't even know this game existed. So I'm like, this sounds great. And yes, this is a 6-year-old trailer. So yes, there is available on Switch as well, as long as Xbox, PS4, and Steam. And I'm kind of intrigued. I can't believe this exists. And well, I can. I just wish I knew about it sooner, to be honest. That's what I really mean. Is I wish I knew this game existed. I never knew it existed. And this looks right up my alley. Just kind of a good story. And if it's not an interactive novel, but it's actual gameplay, I'm in. Like you got to go around, discover things, find things, do things instead of just hitting the A button over and over and over again. I'm all in on this. And for the price I'm supposed to be getting it for on Switch, I'm all in on that too. So it's going to be great. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's spooky season, baby. So heck yeah, I got to play something a little spooky while we're in October, right? So how many of you people have played this game? Is this worth my time? I haven't purchased it yet, so I can always back out. But is this something y'all have played? Y'all recommend something? You're like, yes, this is good. Yes, this is bad. Oh, it looks. Oh, I've played it, especially if you've played it on Switch. Does it got a bad? Is it a bad port to Switch? We get a lot of those because it initial release was not to Switch. Apparently, obviously, based on the graphic, so it could have been a later port and it may not be very good. And it's like Hogwarts Legacy was. It's a good game, but ported to Switch, not a good game. It's just a lot of loading screens, and it's not good on the Switch. Sorry, and I'm a Switch fanboy. Don't get me wrong. It's just Hogwarts Legacy is not good on Switch. Is it like that? Let me know, please. Let me know. I'm excited because this is a cool story, and I'm just like, yes. I just wish it wasn't $40 on Steam, or I probably would have bought it today. But bought a lot of other cool stuff. Picked up the Ori collection, uh, the Binding of Isaac on Switch, both those on Switch. Cool scores for physical copies of both those games. Actually, 3 games because Ori collection is 2. So I'm having a good day, and this looks just great. This looks great for spooky season. So let me know what you think down below, and let me know if you've got. Hey, if you got a Switch copy you want to get rid of, let me know. If you can beat what I've been offered, I might pick yours up. So until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.